Your turn, honey.
In the one place in America where women still have a right to choose, you can vote any way you want. And no one will ever know.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did, honey.
Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth.
Wow, it's like Las Vegas. That's tonight's red hot video. A Kamala Harris supporting PAC, a political action committee, tells women to lie to their husbands, deceive their husbands, betray their husbands. You know, here's Michelle Obama saying essentially the same thing just last weekend.
We are more than just baby-making vessels. Who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion, just remember that your vote is a private matter.
Wow, that's some good stuff. Well, you know, you got to keep in mind that, you know, the wives deceiving husbands thing, it might just be revenge in the Democrat Party.
Are you looking at me because I'm a baby-making vessel?
Well,
I love being a baby-making vessel, by the way.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about, you know, the lying to your spouse on election day. You know, it's the party of Bill Clinton and Doug Emhoff.
But whatever happened to a secret ballot? This is part of America.
I'm sorry, but like if you have a couple,
that's not the implication of that.
Don't you talk about politics and the election?
You become one. That is the entire.
Then maybe they should. Should they change the law so that
so you lie to your
married
spouse?
people they have to vote the same way?
And then what? You're supposed to testify against your husband or your wife in court too? Like, why are you trying to separate?
Let me tell you, that ad, it makes men look dumb, right?
It does.
And it makes them look like, I mean, that guy, it's a typical, they're trying to do a white dude.
Two white straight couples. Yeah. That's the thing that they're going against right now.
Ridiculous.
And they're attacking the men, which is so dumb. I'm sorry, I really have to use that word because they are having a problem with white men, and they took the time and the money to make this ad and attack white men. That is not going to help them.
I'm sure they I'm sure they focus grouped this ad and found that it changes some people's minds.
Well, I think it makes women look treacherous and devious and dishonest, and they're tricking their husbands over politics because the Democrat Party says so, the party of Anthony Weiner and Humma Weiner, and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, and we've got the Doug Emhoff and Kamala Harris thing knocking up the, you know, come on, the nanny and slapping the, allegedly, you know, the, come on, for crying out loud. But Kamala did get the endorsement of Arnold Schwarzenegger today, who also knocked up the nanny. Even Hollywood Democrats are discouraging women from having relationships with men who don't vote like they do. White dudes for Kamala has been taken a new obnoxious level. Listen to this.
We're loud white men for Kamala. Join the call.
Join the call.
Hell yeah, I'm in. Yeah, who are you voting for?
Kamala Harris.
Yes, exactly. Have you voted yet?
Mail-in ballot.
Oh, mail-in ballot. Miss, for $1, would you have sex with a Trump voter?
No.
Thank you. Miss, did you hear if Kamala wins, she's going to make Buddy the Elf Secretary of Christmas?
That would be phenomenal.
Would you have sex with a Trump voter? Oh, okay. Thank you.
How about with that guy over there walking on the other side of the street?
This reminds me of my Political magazine story from a few years ago, where people in D.C., they refused to date people like Roma. I'm sure you had lots of dates, but there was
when the Trump White House,
no, but because DC is so liberal, 90% of DC is liberal, so that people who were Trump appointees, you know, young people working in the White House, they had to date each other.
There's a dating app called The Right Stuff. It's actually created by a former President Trump.
Who worked with me in Trump Tower back in 2016.
So speaking of dating, Foldi, do you want to say anything about this?
Well, we've talked about. I'm not going to insult anyone's ability to be dated over here about that. But
I was not.
Here's what's interesting is that
she was the rare exception.
Well, what that ad says is that Kamala Harris is also struggling with women.